Hello, and welcome to another City Skylines II video on West Goldfield. Now today there are a few things I want to get done, which include adding the new turn to turn this way onto the highway, and also kind of developing a few homes along here, as this district has quite a few services, but very few ways to pay for them. I also am noticing this district, its cemetery isn't actually assigned to it, so I do want to assign that now. And now I want to just build the turn. And there we go, it did take a minute, but now this intersection 100% complete, which I really do think it is looking pretty good. And again, it is pretty functional. I know, especially this turn I just added is a pretty tight turn for a highway, but it is what it is, and it's the only way I could think of adding a lane to go this way. Nonetheless, I think it is time to do as I said before, look towards building homes on this coast. Now something else I am surprised about is cars are seemingly actually using this highway, which I really did not expect. But I will just expand this district, and then build more homes. That is our district expanded, and now I think we can look towards where we will put roads. Now I know that a few cars are traveling along this road already when there's nothing on it, but I don't think this is going to become a highly important road where people are going to be driving on a ton. So I do think it can stay as this sort of pass-through highway, but something that we should keep an eye on is traffic at this intersection and this intersection. With that said, I am going to start building some roads off. Now I did finish putting our roundabout in and the road off of the kind of expressway. So now I want to look towards building high density and medium density on this road. As we know, because there are fewer people who are going to be able to live in this area because of how mountainous it is, more people are going to need to fit into less space. Additionally, I will put some sound barriers just so that the people living here will not have to hear all of the noise of the expressway. there we go. I did expand the road and also snake a road down back that way, but I am really realizing this area, its skyline especially, is looking pretty impressive, and I just think it looks really cool, this part of the city. And again, as I was talking about before, as we've done here and here, it was really in the last video, but it's going to connect the city, and it's going to be pretty great looking, I think. So I am just going to continue to build homes along here. As we can see, our demand bar is high with very few drawbacks. And there we go, we pretty much built as many homes as we can along the side of this mountain. Now I did also put some commercial buildings here, just so that there was some shopping in the area. Because over here, the closest shopping, you'd have to go all the way over here, which there aren't a ton of stores. Or, hopefully eventually, once we finish building over here, we will have a ton of high-density commercial this way. Now, again, we still have plenty of demand, but again, we ran out of space. So I do want to see if it is possible to sort of develop along here, but I really am not thinking it will be. Now, I do think maybe we could take another road off here, but we kind of can't because I don't want to take a road off. Well, no, that's pretty steep. I don't think we'll be able to build there. But maybe up here we could flatten it a little bit and then build a few homes here. And there we go. With a little bit of flattening and a little bit of work, we have made this area suitable for building quite a few homes. Now, I am still waiting on a few to zone in, but I do think this area is looking pretty alright. And again, just looking at the city as a whole real quick, it really is growing, and it really is showing that it is a pretty tall city, important skyline, and most of all, I think it's a pretty beautiful city, and it has a ton of services. But speaking of services, Braids Hill has yet to get any schools built. And that's a pretty big problem, which I would like to solve right now. Now, of course we need an elementary school, and of course we need a high school. And again, as I've talked about before, this area, it has to be built up, not wide. So it does need to be the city schools and the city high school. And honestly, I think it might even make sense to build a college in the area, because the nearest college here is over here, and it's pretty far away, and it would also be able to serve the people maybe over here and everyone over here, which would again provide an increase in education. Now, I'm not necessarily looking to build it in this sort of area, but maybe a college campus here would not be a bad idea. Now that we have multiple colleges, we can actually set operating districts. So I set the college over here to serve Washington Heights and Coleridge Mills, and I set this new college over here to serve Grades Hill, Hawthorne Crossing, Ravenwood Acres. I know it's mostly factory, and I also allowed Coleridge Mills people to attend, just because it is sort of in the center, especially this part of the city over here. Now I am seeing there is a bit of a traffic backup. Now, it doesn't seem this is for any particular reason, so I do think maybe adding just 2 lanes on the exit part should solve the issue. And there we go, we have gotten a lot done in Grades Hill. We added a new exit, we added schools and some more homes over here, and most importantly, I think, we added a ton of housing over here, along with some services such as parks, and of course a couple commercial buildings. Anyways, that's the end of this video, and I really want to thank you for watching through the whole thing. It really means a lot. In the meantime, if you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them down below, and have yourself a great day.